they're not playing today, so it's either between.
Gonna go with Alex. I'm supporting JV here.
Paper X to win a tournament.
I mean, look, yeah, you know what, you're right. Thank you so much for doing that, actually. Balances things out so that this way we don't get caught in the future. But yeah, I just you can't argue it. Can't argue with it. They look so good right now. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Now it's time for the results of today's MasterCard fan poll. Earlier, we asked you which team has the best shot at survival today. The results are in, and not shocked. Gen G sits at 40%. This team has looked absolutely
This team has the best chance at survival. Gen G 40%.
This entire event, outside of that loss that they suffered to Wolves.
Yep.
So this does not shock me.
Absolutely not. I think that from groups, fan favorite,
We're actually got Sentinels at last.
Especially anyone that
We've
plays
become
the
the
game
dark
and watches
horse.
Gen G, they understand their strengths. For the other ones, I guess that you can make some
When did
cases,
they post
right?
this
As I was
poll? Our
saying,
fans must have been
America's
sleeping.
only winning against China so far. G2 maybe not showing on their first and opening match what they could do. And Fnatic, you know, he has been suffering.
More like
so
the old Mule.
I understand.
I do think G2 being nearly last place there is some devious work from the voters here.
I think that the Paper X train is going to. You can jump on that train because they already sent. I'm speaking. They already sent. Okay. They already sent G2 and Sentinels onto the lower. And the good thing is that we're in Toronto, so you can catch that train back to NA.
Oh my! You just. I'm speaking. I'm dead.
I'm done, man. It's on you, buddy. Where's the comeback?
Yeah, I know, right?
You got one.
What else do we have?
We'll work on that.
I mean, we just.
You actually just portrayed me as sitting in the corner, just quivering.
All right, team. Let's take a look at our predictions. What did our broadcast squad think about the matchups today? And Rob Moore is still there. Okay. So here we go. Not bad. Kukuka, you kind of beefed it yesterday, by the way. You were going for the anti-Achilleos.
Jen Lee is
going
catching
for
up to
zero
Achilleos.
and God knows what. And you kind of screwed it up. So now you just look like you don't know how to predict.
Yeah, so I've given up. But for
It's pretty
today,
50-50 on both
as I
matches.
just
You guys
said,
see this?
And I made in my statement, I think that Gen G are going to bounce
I would say
back from what
Fnatic has
happened,
more votes,
yesterday.
and
for the
G2
side of
has more
Fnatic,
votes,
honestly, I
though.
think that this is very, very 50-50 because I think that the map pool favors Sentinels
And I guess,
more. But man, it's gonna be what you want me
Also,
to do.
I know we all talk about
What are the
Achilleos,
numbers
but
for? It's
again,
their prediction
gotta give
record.
up to the GOAT, Jen Lee, continuously getting it right. Just one behind Achilleos.
Not 50-50.
Eat
It's
your heart
8-4
out,
on
Seth,
both,
you
yeah.
bum. But of course, this is it, folks. It's coming down to the wire. I'm so excited for today, guys. These matches. Toronto, are you excited for today's matches?
Jen Lee didn't pick Gen G? Damn.
I think we could
I
try
didn't
that
see
again.
I didn't know
said,
this part.
Toronto, are you excited for today's matches? There you go.
Honestly, pretty
That's
sick
what I wanna
crowd
hear.
for a
That's what
Tuesday,
I
right,
wanna hear,
chat?
Because you couldn't have asked me
For a Tuesday at
four
noon?
better teams in this situation competing for top 4. This is a stacked lower bracket.
Any other tournament, this could have been the top 4. This could have been the final 4. But 2 of them
How do
have
the
to
spot
go
reservations
home.
work for the
3
watch
of
party?
these
The
teams have
Sentinels
won
watch party?
global trophies
From what
before.
I know,
For
you
any
should
of
be
them
emailed
going out in 6th
to pick your
would be a
seat.
big disappointment. The pressure's really on today.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is, folks. All right, well, you see the countdown starting to wind
Should receive
down
an
there.
email where you can pick your
Everyone's
seat.
getting ready to
Have
go,
those
and
emails gone
today
out? If they
we will
haven't, maybe I
get
should ask
our
Rob.
final 4 because elimination is
they're
on the
supposed to go
line
out.
for
They haven't
all
gotten
of
them?
our teams. And
You
one
guys
thing
have
is
not
for
gotten an
certain,
email.
you do not
okay. I can
want
ask.
to miss a single round of action because this is Valorant Masters Toronto. Day 10 of Masters Toronto starts right now.
I'll ask Rob and see. Email's going out Friday, he said, but I thought it was supposed to be last Friday, but maybe, I don't know. All right, what day is today? Day 8, 9?
I'm super confident in this team.
Well,
honestly.
trailer for whatever day it
I
is.
think if we play to our
Day
standards,
10?
we'll be able to win any event. Honestly, we're that good in my eyes. Obviously, there's higher stakes now since we're in the lower bracket, and all we're doing is just worrying about what's up next. In this case, it's Fnatic.
Fortune favoring the bold. Fnatic bringing out a brand new look.
Sentinels are a really good team, but I think it's
Damn,
a really
Fnatic
good
is gonna
matchup
be a
for us
tough
also
match,
because
man.
they play our map pool, and I think both
It's gonna
are
be a
gonna
tough
jump
match.
QT completely.
I hope it's
and Jump
close.
QT will have no chance
At
against
least.
I have experience against Alpha and Boaster. Obviously, I was playing against Crashes a decent amount. I think playing against Fnatic, they're going to be a lot more of like a slow pace. A lot of America's teams are also like that. That's nothing new to us.
All I'm gonna say before facing Sentinels is that they should be scared because they don't know what is coming next.
Do I think G2 is sending Gen G home?
May the best team win.
Let's watch this first.
It's honestly a privilege to have a tournament in Canada where my family and where I'm from originally. After map 1, I saw my brothers. I knew they were behind me, literally. Kelly, Justin, Dad, Jordan, Vic, I love you guys so much. I feel your presence every single day. Having you guys support me is the greatest thing ever, and in return, I'm gonna bring this trophy for you guys.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
승자조 결승에서 G2를 만났었는데 그때 당시에도 G2에 대한 평가가 되게 우승 후보다. 얘네가 우승할 거다. 살짝 이런 평가였는데 근데 좀 그때 당시에도 제 기억으로는 생각 외로 좀 쉽게 이겼어요. 비교적.
13-10, 2-0, Gen G.
Damn.
They get themselves into back-to-back grand finals.
그래서 이번에도 뭐 크게 신경 쓰지 않고 저는 저대로 계속 나아갈 예정입니다.
Wolves! And they take down Gen G!
An international titan.
Gen G, they're coming off of a fresh loss versus Wolves, which I think is a big surprise to everybody.
It's G2 who move on.
G2 came in today angry, determined, very focused.
For us coming off a win against XLG, we're gonna use our momentum and their downfall against them.
안 좋은 상황에서 서로 이번에 만났는데 또 안 좋은 상황인 만큼 저는 최선을 다해서 어떻게든 이기려고 할 테니까 G2도 최선을 다해서 저희를 이기려고 했으면 좋겠습니다. 그래야 최고의 경기가 나올 수 있다라고 생각하고 있기 때문에 젠지 파이팅!
Gen G fighting. Nice. Cool trailer. Wanna watch? I might be solo for now, Inspire. I might just kick.
And here
my plan was to watch Harley with Tyson, but like, I could have brought him in, but I think Tyson's flying today. Wait, I'm gonna get my jersey and put some socks on. I'll be right back.
Is on the line. Who is gonna stand tall at the end of this one? It's G2 versus Gen G. Mimi, it's gonna be good.
The last Canadian player left in this tournament against a squad that has lifted trophies at a Masters before just a year ago. Both trying to stay alive in this lower bracket.
Yeah, and thinking of Gen G and the run, it doesn't matter what has happened so far. It doesn't matter how good they've been. They could go home in just 2 days. And as we take a look at the Omen map select, Lotus is going to be the first map that we see. G2 also picked it against PaperX. We all know how that ended up being. And even though it was a very close affair, there were so many moments where individuals were needed to carry it in.
And a little fun fact about that, this is exactly how their series started in Shanghai. It was Lotus, and it was G2's pick, and G2 lost that 13-8.
Gen G has not played Lotus since Pacific Grand Finals, and they weren't a Teo team on that map. But I do wonder if they're thinking about switching onto the Neon here as well. They've been so committed to that agent across their map pool. I think it would be a really interesting idea. But they've also been very strong with that default Raze comp, the old Fnatic comp, just subbing in the Vise instead.
I mean,
I feel like it's just about to start hella fast right now.
You know, a lot's on the line. Obviously, elimination is what's going to meet you on the other side of this, no matter how the chips fall, Kukuka.
Why is my stream have a single dead pixel? Are you guys showing me?
Or do you stick to the thing that you know can very well get you that win because
Where?
you did it last time?
I think that for them, it might be a chance for comfort. I think that G2 wanted to go for a map that
What
they
flavor vape?
probably
This
have
dude.
not, played
Turk,
on
what, you
stage,
want
just
me?
maybe wants
Come
to
on,
say it and
dog.
maybe not be
Come on,
as
dog,
warmed up
guys.
as
Come
the
on.
rest of
Don't-
them. Because if you
I don't
go
wanna
for
embarrass
something
y'all like
they've
that.
shown a lot and
Don't
you
be putting out
think
those
you
goofy
have
ass
a read
signs,
on,
guys.
they probably also have put some
Keep them
work
signs at
and
home.
some hours onto that. Changes, that was sick to what
Keep them
they
signs
know.
at home, bro. You don't don't
is
want
the
this
card
smoke.
that G2 wanted to play.
Where's
Are you
the dead
expecting us
pixel?
to pick this Lotus?
G2 lost both pistols to Paper X. They got bonus by Paper
Bottom
X. The
left
last time they
pixel?
played Lotus, it was still a 13-11 game.
Well,
they made mistakes
how?
in that series. They're in the lower bracket for a reason, but I don't want to overreact to that map because I still think G2's macro,
Is it still there if I
especially
do
on
this?
the defensive side of this map, is world class.
Yeah,
Can you
the
still see it?
retakes I guess you're mentioning. Again, number one thing to take account of is the man that you're seeing in the screen right now.
One guide.
His texture. How are they going to deal with it? Is Jogimo going to be up for the task? Are the rest of the team going to be able to shut that man down?
Oh man, you can feel the energy here at the Undercare Center.
I do
Everyone's
see
getting
it.
ready to go. And once
So
this
like,
game
what is
starts, I
that?
know
What do you
people are
mean
gonna
dead
be on
pick?
their feet.
How's that possible? I'm not. I'm streaming my fucking PC, not my monitor.
Squads that could very well have been in the grand finals here in Toronto.
Middle left?
But they find themselves
Wait, low-key, I saw it.
scrapping for top
Can I see it?
4.
I think it's extra pressure for G2 after being so close to winning in Bangkok.
Yes.
To go back to the same kind of demons that haunted them. Last year, they lost to Genji in Shanghai. They went out immediately after that, and that was Genji who lifted the trophy.
All right, let's see what we get for our agent select here. See what we get locked in.
There's
Gen
surprises
G.
on the side of Gen G. They have already locked up all their agents. Again, this is what they were
Above
playing at
customized
Pacific.
Chrome tab?
From G2.
Whoa.
Where?
Okay, that is a locked.
Where's
that is
customized
a
Chrome?
lock in the table.
That
Oh,
is
here.
a lock Tejo. We have it confirmed. Did not expect that one from G2. Holy moly, Mimi.
So Teo still has some of the strong
right
synergies
here?
with the Yoru,
No,
with the
that's,
missiles. Droning
that's,
can still be a great
what
tool
the fuck is
for
that?
clear on this map, but you don't have the refreshable util there, so we just got to see what turns up to.
Yeah, and also putting Jogimo
shit,
back on
sorry.
that Euro, he was not feeling it on the Neon.
All right, well, we've got 2 of the game's best ready to slug it out, so let's get ready and send it over
Hey-ho.
to 2 of the best casters. Here's Brent and Sideshow.
Thank you very
what?
much, guys. Yeah, excited
what?
to get into this
Wait,
one here. Now,
what?
me and you, Josh, we're deeply intimate with these 2 teams.
what?
We've been watching G2 go from height and strength to strength. Gen G comes so close in the past and even lifting a trophy as well. I mean, you
Hey-ho
look
merchants
different.
are
You got a
back.
haircut.
No, I'm the same old Sideshow. These are 2 teams that we never would have expected to be in the lower round. This.
It's 2 sideshows.
I need to have a word with security. This guy doesn't even look anything like me. He doesn't look anything like me.
Ah,
How does he
man,
manage to
come on,
secure
brother.
that? No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The world can only handle one.
Good segment.
What an opening that we've potentially got here, though. Like you're talking about, so much history with these
Bald
teams.
equal
I
sideshow.
wasn't expecting to
Bald
see these
equal sideshow.
compositions being pulled out here.
Yeah. It's an interesting one for sure. And as the desk has been already mentioning as well, this is elimination on the line.
I like that
A
joke,
scenario
not gonna
both
laugh,
these
but I
teams
liked
we're probably
it.
not
There you go.
expecting
That's
in the
the spirit.
slightest as well. We're talking about 2 juggernauts of prior years. If you look at them in a vacuum,
They're gonna ignore the dot or what? Brother, I have negative idea how to fix that. I don't even know how that's possible.
Team in the world. We would say that for G2, for Gen G, moments in this tournament where they've had those heights. So let's take a look at the pistol round. It's slow going for now. Gen G set up, grouped up, ready to pounce, aren't they? Primed with that paranoia.
They're live.
There's no
Oh, dude, I
contact, no
feel
signs
like the
of
match
life from
starts
G2.
quick.
I'm so interested
But I
to
guess
see
that's a
how
good thing,
Trent is
right?
utilizing his utility.
Wait, what is that
Now that it's all
crosshair?
changed up,
What is
Joel
this
takes
crosshair
the
Jogimo's using? Controlling, no?
And he's out. Trent still with both salvos and a stun to work with.
Uh-oh.
Trying to take these fights as well, straight up here. Flashes
What?
into your face. Jonah P is able to just
This is a really good map for G2, by the way. They've always been really good on this map.
Salvos lay it down onto the floor.
Wait, so did we do predictions?
Gen G now looking to contact their way through this scenario. And the refight called for. G2, they want to try and take the fight straight to them anyway, before they can even escape.
Damn. Wait, since I'm watching solo, let's go to
Beautiful
YouTube.
pistol round there from G2.
I'll do it on my other PC.
Never allowing Gen G to cut noise and force them to go for some kind of
I
information.
low-key think the
re-clear.
YouTube quality
They
is a
just
little
force
better,
the fight
apart from it being
instantly
ahead.
as soon as they hear that door open. I like that. Proactive, decisive.
We're gonna 2x one time and then we'll be good. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, sorry.
Last time we saw these 2 teams face, the only time in fact that we've seen these 2 organizations clash, it was at Shanghai, a 2-0 victory for Gen G, when G2 also picked Lotus, and Gen G got out to a 7-0 lead. So immediately history not repeating itself. This could be dangerous though for Jordan. He's out to the open here and he needs it out.
Oh my god. So can this already catch up? Alright, we're good now, we're good now.
Flourishes with the rest of his team by his side.
Alright. Now, do we have Gen G or G2 winning today?
Gen G are
Lotus,
a difficult team to
Haven,
put away,
Icebox.
even when you have that massive weaponry advantage. They've been winning a ton of those rounds on ecos after the pistol.
I think we go Icebox for sure. I think we definitely go Icebox. And I don't know what Gen G were doing on Icebox. Were they doing any crazy shit?
End up winning almost like 60% of them. Following up. So
and they're not even forcing like G2
no, they are. They're just taking them straight up as ecos most of the time.
Gen G on
It's a lower
Icebox.
sample size, of course, but it is outrageous what Gen G has been getting up to. G2 getting a win nice
They had a regular
comp.
comp. Okay, focus.
Cleanly, but okay, that's a nice little seize nade. And Jorgamo's no more obliterated.
Wait, the seize nade in the open? Damn.
And look how fast
I gotta see how they did that.
Here.
This is so pacey. Up through heaven.
The Omen TPs this event have been going crazy.
Almost ships in the night, but still, it's going to be a smoke into your face.
I'm too quiet.
The is opened up relatively. They still
It should be good, no?
Some section of it. Gen G.
Yo.
Going to make a move on now.
Yo.
Plan's going to be committed.
Trent used one of his salvos out towards back rubble at
Is
the
it
very
good now?
start of the round, so he still has one to play with along with the stun.
I'm too loud now?
There's the paranoia. It's going to sweep through,
Is that
dividing
good?
up most of the side here. Double drop down into pit. They're going to try and combine their might, and their util looking for the kills. But across
Big hold.
fires.
Big hold, Gen G.
From Gen G.
Alright, that was bonus for G2 though.
Every possible position.
Beautiful response from Gen G, instantly getting the most out of their composition. That sees nade. Take a look at what it looked like from Jorgamo's point of view.
Oh my god. Wait, let me see this. Look at this. Wait, how did Nate kill him on the first pop?
The nade just perfectly onto his position. The rest of Gen G with better weaponry close things out.
I know it was
She's
a
only two
seize,
away from
but
getting Nightfall online.
it's
There it is
still,
again. Yeah. This
it
time
still has to
G2
blow up.
learning their lesson. I mean, Jorgamo could take the contact if he wanted to.
Oh, I think he missed the CP. I think he missed the CP. I don't think he meant to go in. Did he mean to go in?
Trying to take it very fast.
Did he mean to go in?
Adjustments being made by G2.
Viper wall decay, you're
I
right,
think the
yeah.
Pacific teams in general tend to be the best at these rubble fights, but G2 get the better end of it this time. And a drone immediately coming out from Trent with 110 on the clock.
But I thought he was
Just
outside
in
the smoke
case
last
they've
round,
gone
but
into
maybe
a
he
fast
wasn't.
timing towards B. Texture being left over here towards rubble, just looking to try to take a fight. As the rest of Gen G
4v5.
move towards Mound, Valen defending C with a paranoia in hand.
Ray's alone on A.
He's alone doing so.
He can get help from Leaf though, on the other side of this door.
Prowler not connecting onto much. Lurk timing for Texture, seeking
Damn, he got baited by the jiggle.
Three players, watchful eyes from G2, and Valen even getting one.
Ooh.
And the exit.
That's a
is
huge
monumental.
kill. That's a huge kill. 5v2.
Gen G going to be left scrambling here. Just Ash and Munchkin left alive and risks to be taken. They want to stand a chance of winning this round. Munchkin
Damn.
going for
Ash
pick off
1v5?
out towards spawn, but it's all watched for. Safe hands from G2, that discipline. It's always going to rear
Wow.
through.
Nice shot.
Flawless.
Flawless on the gun rounds. Oh, fuck. The Teo merchants might be back. Oh, yeah.
By and large, these rounds, the last couple, have been decided based on the picks that were found at
The
very
Teo merchants
beginning
might
at
be
the rubble
back.
play. I don't think Karen can go for this play again. It's a cheeky idea. You know, at Bangkok, we saw Mako, I believe it was, doing some crazy teleports all over the map here on Lotus.
How about Jing's Omen?
Pacific teams are down to cook.
Yeah, they really are. I'm honestly subverting my expectations for this game. When I think of these two teams, I think of methodical, disciplined, a bit slow.
Now, the
at
Omen
times,
plays are fun.
Willing to work the map ever so slightly, but there is pace.
It's still a
in
buy
this
from
game.
Gen G.
Gen G have been throwing themselves at this
Jogmo's
A-Rubble fight over
alone.
and over again.
They
I
got
think
Fatal.
it's really valuable to condition your opponents. If they can kind of force G2 to not fight over rubble,
Find you.
then suddenly you're gaining yourself a big advantage.
Top of the top. Unbroken
Okay,
in time.
they've got A.
Big reveal onto the two of them. Gives G2 a lot of information.
Foxy9's actually utilized his wall very early on to stop a potential B push. So that means it's not available for a post plan, where the Vice
Take tree,
can be
Fatal
at its
to
most deadly.
Balls opened up though. This is going to
It's
be
2 and broken.
putting Jorgamo under scrutiny. Can he
Ooh.
deliver?
Ooh. That was clean.
At a moment's notice.
That was fucking clean, bro.
Sight's still going to be gained though. He's got no sound cues to work with. Still going to be TPing back and evacuating.
With the air walls. Ooh, they're looking crispy. Ooh, they're looking crispy. Oh my god.
Scrambling, picking up the pieces of the round.
Oh my god.
Just dying.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they look vicious. Holy shit.
It's a team that is determined
Holy
to get
shit.
redemption.
Sorry, the G's.
Can the match be a little louder? Is it low? I'm getting one guide.
These rounds, I mean,
I'm down to turn it up a little bit though.
A decent amount of pressure, but he's 7-1, and he deals with that hit, killing people who are barely looking at him. I mean, when Texture goes into the site there, he's having to split his focus so much on Blue Room.
Damn.
Dimensional drift getting value as well. Just stands exactly where the player planting is, so Valin knows exactly where to spam.
Damn, early pause. We've been seeing a lot of these early pauses.
This map previously, and this, I believe, is the first time that we've seen them here at Toronto playing it. They've gotten a huge amount of value from either rubble fighting or getting really good lurk timing.
Is it too loud now, actually? Dude, stop.
I think that's something that Karen's excellent at, but Munchkin in particular, with the Viper, can provide you huge value if you default the rounds towards Mount at the beginning, because then Munchkin's able to get in on A and work his magic.
It's fine.
And he really is a superb lurk player.
Keep it.
But Gen G haven't really been going for that. They've been trying to insert players into deep positions on A early on, and G2,
I'm gonna lower it
they
just
are so
a
happy to be
smidge.
re-clearing,
Barely.
fighting,
And then we're not
taking
touching it
timings,
ever
staying
again.
active. And with this double initiator,
Also, I don't know if you guys know, you have a volume
multiple
mixer on your side too.
You know, you've got the Prowlers, you've got the drone.
So you could try playing with it
more
as well.
re-clearing tools than even with the breach in the composition, you could argue. Sure.
Or you have a little slider for yourself as well.
These players in
You could
advanced
also
spots
lower
are
and
getting
raise your
rooted
volume.
out.
But hey,
And Gen G forced into
I feel like I'm
side
trying to
execs,
adjust the
they
volume
don't
for
look
one
great so
specific
far.
person because they don't want to change their own
Gen G
slider.
got to turn this around.
Caught.
Timeout taken. Most likely for the next round. Weaker weaponry. Munchkin, he's blinded up, just looking for the horn position. Jonah P not starting from B, so
no.
It's an ego for Gen G off the pause.
At all. Didn't even use it.
One of the anti-strats that people have used in the past against G2 is trying to punish Leaf. You know that he's going to be jiggle peeking or jump spotting this deep C angle. And Texture, he's got a Guardian in this round, so I think that's
Hero
the
Guardian.
kind of fight he was looking for.
This push out though, I mean, listen, Jordan
There's three
is
here.
taking liberties. The deep
Fatal.
drone,
Big fatal. Big fatal.
Here comes a hit.
Oh my god, he got 4.
Shying away from investing Youngster, the knife falls in, and here it is, bodies collapsing onto the floor. Gen G, it's a bloodbath!
Oh my god.
G2 just taking him
It
over.
doesn't even matter if Taeho as a character is good. Just having the Taeho in the server is what makes the difference.
But if the weaponry isn't ideal and Texture's the only one with a Guardian,
Back-to-back
why
flawless? Was that
is
3 in a
Gen G
row?
sending him into sight
3
alone
flawlesses in a
there
row?
instead
Holy
of-
fuck.
Yeah, why are we not looking for picks? Seeing if we can bait out
This
individual
is
fights
crazy.
and rely on Texture's aim. It's a strange way of playing the map so far from Gen G. Feels a bit rushed, a bit forced.
We might be seeing glimpses, I think, of what caused their downfall. We haven't really mentioned it too much.
So what are they
against
doing?
Wolves, Gen
Oh,
G,
fuck.
They threw away 2 leads in the second half of the maps. It's what landed them here into this lower bracket.
But this is the round they took the timeout for, Brent.
And it needs to come up with a good here and now, trying to face it.
Damn.
Doubling up,
Munchkin?
Sam Ward's on stone.
Damn. It was a brawl. There it is. Gen G fighting. Gen G fighting.
This time, establishing slightly more passive positions, baiting G2 into fighting over towards Rubble, and then ripping them away.
Down
G2
7-1 right
overextend
now.
Slightly.
2v4.
4v2, you've got to convert on this one. Has to be a second round for Gen G.
Leaf on the
know
flank.
that Valin and Leaf are going to be looking to
Wall's
try to
gonna
take
go up.
risks.
Yeah, business is booming. Their money almost capped out.
Munchkin's low though.
Look at the kills, a lot of noise.
Munchkin
made.
is low. He might die to Leaf here. Oh.
He's taken out.
He can't.
It's
He's
a 2v2
low.
in the
What a
blink
move
of
though
an
from
eye.
Leaf.
Thorns deaded.
The
They need
parkour.
to slow down the approach, the
It's
onslaught.
a good smoke. They can just hold the
G2
smoke.
delivering. Rapid
Oh, he's
run
opening
around.
tree though.
G2 looking to group up.
It's open tree
Hit
and
the
he threw a
switch.
lurk smoke and tree.
Moving around, there's a smoke into your face now, and you're gonna have to call this timing well. It's disjointed from G2, and Karen's got his eye on it.
I think the smoke that Valen threw, it should have been a little deeper, right? Was that his smoke on
Playing
tree?
further back positions here. Gen G do not want to throw this advantage whatsoever. Weaving in and out, trying to ping pong here, but the time is ticking, and now it's ran out. Valin, no more chances.
Damn, nice try.
You can at least
Play
bring
for stats,
Karen
bro.
down
Fuck
to
it.
the grave with you.
That's actually really
Damn!
important too. They've done
Nah, I hit 3
insane
bullets.
economic damage there. Yes, it's a must-win.
Valen
win
did
round
though
for
the
Gen
tree
G,
smoke,
and
right?
yes,
I
they
think he
do
should have
get
just
over
pushed
the
it out
line,
more so
but
it looked like they could lurk
at
through
what
it.
cost? The economical damage has been ridiculous.
Because it was
there.
easy for them to just like hold it like sitting on top of it.
Hop up to delete Munchkin. He's waiting for the flank, but he's just not expecting that movement. And now, Gen G is still behind by 3, and they're coming into this one with double Guardians, light
Damn,
armor.
bro. 5-2.
They're excited about it to get some on the board and starting to roll
They
forwards.
have
But it doesn't get any easier.
Viper and Omino. Oh,
Texture seized.
Up on Jogamo.
Take over towards it. Might be seized. There's no follow-up though because Jogamo's opted into the operator. The big boom stick. Now he
Damn,
his
that fade dog was big.
The Prowler had to evacuate an exit.
Jonah P happy to use a lot of utility. There's only one Prowler to try to
So
get
this is the second time we're seeing Tejo, yeah?
And they've had Jogamo push back here too. So
Who was the
I think in
first
terms
one?
of the
I'm
macro
blanking
game,
on it.
Genji kind of winning this round.
On split.
Jog's gonna have to go for
PRX?
some kind of
No,
info
who was
peek.
it?
Nobody set up to punish though.
Genji.
Was it Ash? Genji? Was it Ash?
Pause, I think, expecting that G2 were going to go for some form of reclear.
But that's actually allowed Jogamo to
Genji
get back
used
on
it
the line.
twice. Ash on
Leap
split.
in a tucked
That's right. That's
position.
right. That's right. We saw Ash use it twice on split. That's right.
Ends A.
That's what it was.
Wall up, wall down. There's a timing here that Genji looking to utilize. And
This is our third time
seeing
seeing it.
Still Leaf gets one. This traded shows up and unexpected.
Oh,
There it is.
the rocket.
Collapses onto
Wait,
the floor.
Textures did not look heaven at all.
It's the operator looking to get value.
Oh,
looking to get a
Omen
few.
snuck by. What a kill, fade away.
The extremities
Right.
getting cleared up.
He didn't look.
Counter
Terran,
score.
2v2.
Taken out as a 2v2.
They have one rocket and a stun and paranoia.
Genji Valen trying to clear, trying to be diligent.
Paranoia backside.
Paranoia
Rocket back,
sweeps, no
mid
connection
side.
to Caron. He's still going to see this one open. Sighted.
Sees it
Ash
big.
is seeing it. Takes the connection. Knows that he's
Oh, didn't
opted
land.
now.
Damn.
Sees did not connect. Smoke's going to be
Oh.
blossoming, blooming, covering
Oh.
the intent of G2.
Oh, what a peek! Valen is insane right now. Nice double peek, but he's not
They're looking
missing.
incredible in these kind of
Bro, he's
scrappy
like
moments.
11-1.
Genji
Oh
need
my
a
god.
huge player advantage to be
Top
able to
fragging
close rounds
IGL.
out, 'cause
Top
otherwise,
fragging IGL.
G2 are everywhere.
Holy shit, dog.
Even in this spot, Leaf should never be
That was a
going
4v3.
for. But they find themselves in a 4v3. Even
Brought
cutting
to a
up Jaw,
2v2. Nice kill by Trent, too. The first one right there.
but coming back
But look
through,
at this,
Trent
man.
applies so
Valen
much
does
pressure
not
onto that
miss.
defuse.
He's 12-1.
And you got to give credit to Valen. He's having an incredible game.
Jesus.
He's 12-1.
The hell.
Locked in.
You don't expect him to be out here smoke diffing Caron.
G2 under that pressure to perform a perfect lower bracket run.
Eco for Genji
great
again.
guns.
5 sheriffs.
And the money.
That
Bottom
also
of the barrel
sucks because they
purchases
used the
for
rocket
Genji
last
once
round. Did
more.
they use any other ults? It was just the rocket? Just the
Close you
rocket,
go.
yeah. Just the
Trying
rocket.
to dodge and weave past these
But
bullets.
that's a big one for them. I mean, apart from the rocket, it's only really the Vice and
Working them up a little bit for
Fatal
Genji
that can
there,
help
hoping
get the
for a
site.
pickup or two, and Rubble Fight, hold
The
on.
Vice ult would be nice though.
Can spot it out. Round to the side here, stun, maybe avoided. Jogan was watching the one angle. Salvo onto the other. Got to de-root this guy, but Munchkin could
Oh my god.
get some kills for his trouble.
Oh my god, Jogan was a freak.
And everybody just calls it quits.
Valorant was better with less
little bit,
agents.
though, isn't
Hashtag change my
This is one of the
mind.
only rounds where we've seen
Nah,
Genji
you
put
can't
that
have the
default
same
over
thing,
towards
dude.
C, let
It's
Munchkin
change
lurk, and
change
a
is
slower
nice.
paced
Change
round.
can be
But
good.
it is on the eco. So how much can one guy really get done?
Imagine they
He's
had
calling
it
the
so
rest of the team
like
back over to him.
they
Trent's
have
fully
all
out
these
of utility.
agents, but only like
opportunity
10
for those
agents are
salvos to
unlocked per split.
regenerate.
That'd be kind of whack
35
though.
seconds left.
Or, like I don't know, maybe not 10, maybe like 15.
Slowly
When there's
going
like a
for this
shit
again.
ton.
Don't really have the weapons to be taking this fight.
Like every
Attack
X
plays
new
for
agents
now,
are
looking
unlocked
to
and
explore
locked.
Potentially into blue room. And there it is. It's a Vice ult.
To be hit.
Tucking in close with classics
Yeah,
and shorties.
here it is. It's a pistol.
What the fuck was that from Munchkin?
Jogamo. He's running hot on your
Oh my god.
heels. Shorty in hand from that kind of range. He's done the damage, but not quite the kill. Jonah P. Looking to
Flash.
redeem, and
The-
he has indeed
he jumped
shut
also.
down the
Mouse jump
kill.
from Munchkin.
What a
Mouse
shot
jump?
to find. Leaves it down to Ash, and he's on double digits. There's no chance in hell he can make it out of that spot.
Wait,
7-2.
the way Trent died.
In
Wait,
the
I think
scoreline
Munchkin
now,
mouse
G2.
jumped twice. Once while killing
moment
Trent,
from
and then
Munchkin
second
towards
time
the
while
end.
fighting the
Kinda
second
panicked,
guy. You saw
jumped
that?
up.
He jumped
Yeah, bit of a
twice.
mouse
Look at
problem.
that.
G2 are storming away with the lead. Again, look back towards the historic matchup that these two teams
Like
have
on
played
this kill,
previously.
mouse jump,
Lower bracket final.
and then when he died in
Shanghai
sight,
tournament that Genji
over here he
have come
jumped.
away with the victory, and they
I don't
came
know.
out
The
for
first one could have been
blistering
intentional,
lead
but
in that match on Lotus. Now G2 fully in control. And Genji generally have been in control.
5-man
of their
A,
games.
big
They
A
normally
fight.
go up early in the first half. And then it's about whether they can close out.
D2 have
Here
4
they're
ults,
struggling to
3
stay
ults.
even close.
Just a float. Op shot rattling past just to put a bit of fear into.
Are they gonna play
Gen G.
retake with Fatal?
Conceded, Rebel control. There wasn't really much of a fight put up by G2.
I do like the slower pace though from Gen G. I think it's more likely
Giacomo's getting frisky.
to find success.
Oh, he crossed.
Footsteps already crossed past. But
He crossed, but Munchkin died.
would be there to Nightfall now. Scatters across. Sound
He got out. He got out as well.
Forwards and back. There was that game
Oh
back.
my god. Oh my god. What is happening? Oh my god. Look at this detail. Holy shit.
To be safe, but with a minute on the mark, they can bide their time and play this one together.
And a player advantage retake for G2. They still have paranoia.
Viperol is dead. Viperol's dead is kind of tough, actually.
There's still plenty of utility here to make this work. And of course, the player advantage.
Flash overhead. Out of paranoia. Go button's going to be caught.
Util's coming. Wow. What a shot.
Doing tremendous damage.
Hit.
Tremendous work, Jorgamo.
Giacomo's in a tough spot.
Upper area, but the site is kind of flipped over.
Wow.
Jorgamo just locking on. One to stand.
Movements! Movements! Giacomo's a beast. Dude. What a demon.
G2 again. Just box Gen G into the site. And
Nah, they're suffocating them.
So much util.
Dude, G2 look fucking insane.
The operator from Jorg is also just getting
They look like they're back. They look like they're back. No joke.
He's always finding a pick.
Hold on, J-Nam.
And then also still somehow being able to find value. Nice! From the up and the shorty on the right.
That's big. Jogs.
Gen G at some point
Shark
in this
Week?
tournament, after they've beaten Fnatic, I think,
Nice.
were most
Nice,
people's
nice, nice.
favorites to be the top team here.
There.
They need to wake up here in this game.
Looking out of it.
Oh, the Viperol at C with the peek out.
Completely out of it with no real chance.
Oh my god.
He's looking great with the op.
He's doing some insane shots, man.
He's just unleashed.
Wait, those last two shots he hit on Pit and there?
Textures 2 and 10.
Holy
This
fuck.
is
Wait.
one of the favorites for MVP here.
Oh,
if you were just
God.
looking at individual performances. I think it was Paper Thin
They're
who
getting
said,
put the fuck
"There's no
down.
doubt who the best player in this tournament is."
I mean, maybe
It's
Gen
just
G should have
getting
used their second
shut
pause.
down, shut out.
But it's kind of late now.
Walking around the map here, Gen G.
It's also crazy because, like,
Bit of presence by Foxy9, maybe feeling.
you would think this map
The
is,
emphasis on him.
well,
Someone
it's
needs to step
been more
up and maybe
attack
get the ball
sided,
rolling to get
but lately
any
not
sort of round A
not so
canvas
much, I
timing.
guess, huh?
Is caught. Foxy9 can't get
I mean,
more
lately
of
it's
his
been
troubles,
weird.
but
Teams are
maybe
getting
one
more
is
rounds
enough.
on
Still
defense
Munchkin also
Lotus,
can't walk
and teams are
about.
getting more rounds
Paranoia
on
connects.
attack Ascent.
All up, it's going to be saved by
But I just feel like it's actually just fucking sometimes like,
G2 just looking for info.
Yeah, that's
I
just
don't
for
know, it's
information. Now,
random.
they've only caught 2, but the sound cues
Walking around.
all the kills are so
spike
clean.
dropped in no man's land. This is all going to be on Karen.
Caron even being spotted out. Beautiful correction.
Wait,
Leaf was just out
2v
in the open there,
never mind.
but watching onto every other avenue, G2 and not letting anything else slip.
He has the ult for the spike. It
15
is
seconds
possible
left to
here.
Pick up the spike here.
1v3 Karen.
That are already on
Oh, they're gonna rush him. They're gonna rush
onto
him.
the site. Gonna start to play this one all together now. White.
He didn't even
White
plans.
space,
He didn't
Valorant
even
stealing
plans.
himself.
Oh my god, he didn't even
Why
plans.
wouldn't he be? A team leader, the IGL for G2. He's not required usually to put up
Dude, Valen is
unbelievable numbers,
fucking
but he's
going
15 and 2
nuclear right now.
now.
This is a sick shot.
That's a shot and a half though from George.
Scared him, bro. He's scared Josh retweet. Josh retweet's great. Josh RT.
Rifles back in the hand of Gen G though, as they try to close this one out with a 9-3. It's the best they can possibly hope for. Double operators, because the wealth is that large.
Last round of this first half too for Gen G to put up anything.
Last round of the half already, damn. This is like a PRX half. That was so fast.
At least they've got the rifles.
G2 are just so active. They're already putting pressure on the B-Lurk player, finding out that Munchkin is over here.
They're all over the place. Making good usage of the fade.
Oh.
Hello, okay. One of the first kills
A
going
clap
away for
back.
Gen G now.
Yeah, a rare first blood.
Valen gone. We'll see how the rest of G2 end up playing.
Oh, he
This
hit
one, that's
him.
a tag brutal
He hit
wall.
him.
That's
Two of them are
He's
low.
not missing.
Oh.
He's everywhere at once. The TP took him out
You like
into the
clear
open,
Trent?
almost died for it.
This position goes
To the
uncleared pretty
anticipated
often.
Trent, tucked close,
Unlucky.
tight. He's a few more, but a spam. Raw bullets coming his way. There's a lot of teams coming.
Wow.
for him, yet still,
Wow, he killed them blinds! He killed them blinds!
Supreme.
What? What?
Munchkin scrambling left and right. Dimensional drift spotted. He can see it on the
Oh my god! What an insane half for G2. Holy fuck!
Absolute domination here for G2. Gen.G never had a hope in this half. There were
third kill was blind, I'm pretty sure. Look at this.
something with those rubble fights, but
Oh, he saw him like a glimmer, I think, right?
G2 got going, they got firmly in control. It takes something miraculous for Gen.G to come back in the second half.
Damn. Dude, they just fucking destroyed them. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Like, I know it's their map pick, but still, that was insane. That was actually insane. That was actually just freaking insane. That was like a 9-minute half. Wow. What a sick performance from G2. I took work off for that. Nah. Today's meant to be a banger day. We need these games to be a little closer than this. If it's just blowouts, I mean, it shouldn't be blowouts, right? All these teams are in good shape. But sometimes, yeah, man, it's Valorant. Doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. All right. 10-2 half. Can Gen.G bring it back? We've seen crazier shit, so why not?
Gen.G, Josh, listen, on the back of that Wolves game, we needed to see a resurgence. They lost that one. They crumbled under the pressure in the second half of each map. They really throw away their advantages. Here, they don't have an advantage to work with.
Absolutely. I mean, they could just be bombing out right here. This is elimination, and you can't go quietly. Texture in particular, I mean, you're seeing it here reflected somewhat, but once he gets
Have I ever been cocky on the stage and got karma embarrassed?
You need to be getting an operator into this guy's hands, I think. You saw what
I think it was the Berlin major. I said we got to top 4, and then I said like we're 100% winning the major, and then we got eliminated. Yeah, I got karma'd. Or I jinxed us, something like that.
And so Gen.G need to get back into the business of winning these pistol rounds. And one of our best teams
But
at this
Device got a 1v3 on pistol.
win rate.
And if that didn't happen, we probably would have won the major. That one round ruined us.
Yeah, and then also they're going to have to fend off a G2 force buy with stingers.
I don't think it was London. I'm pretty sure it was Berlin.
Weirdly enough, in this particular matchup,
I still have nightmares about the 1v3 as well.
do because both teams are so good at winning even after they lose the pistol.
All right, here we go.
10-2. It's a 10-2 half. So Gen.G need anything they can get. Paranoia used instantly with a haunt to fake like Gen.G are fighting super hard over rubble.
Doubled up, it's a bit whiffy. It's tenuous at best. Fight taken, bullets rattled off. Ash weakened all the way down here.
Look at Jungle crosshairs, using a dynamic crosshair.
Opening up the door, applying that pressure now towards C-Mount, and the TP back. It's fakes on fakes.
Probably like, I think he might be the only person using this crosshair in the pro scene. I mean, I don't know. I don't see this shit ever.
It's only Karen.
Jump spot.
He's already used the Paranoia as well. Yeah.
Smokes bail. Back against Salvador.
Karen, 1v5? Oh my god. He got one. How? How did he get one?
But look at G2 already just getting into all the cracks in the defense.
Oh, it's the crosshair. It's the crosshair. He's going to change it. It's the crosshair for sure.
So a chance here for
Double
Gen.G.
flank.
2 players controlling spawn and 2 players on the flank. Leaf could easily get caught out.
Player advantage.
These guys are low on flank. I don't know how, but
definitely get caught out, but he's positioned himself well.
Big shot. One more flank.
One still fights happening on multiple
he's low.
avenues, multiple fronts. G2 filling up the feed and getting the better of it for now, but it's still that 2v2.
Valen, wait, Munchkin. I'm surprised Munchkin was so exposed to that. Wait, that was a big kill he could have got.
They're gonna have to get a bit of a run on. First one's a good connection, brings it into the 1v1.
Wow, he got it. Big clutch. Big clutch.
He had to turn up. He had to deliver. And he needs
okay,
the
Gen.G chance. Gen.G chance.
Get this up online.
Gen.G chance.
Red Bull clutch in the end. There was barely any health on the board. It was to some degree ridiculous that Tex was even left in a 1v2. Munchkin, I think, should have been.
Why do they keep peeking if there's no tap? Both times they peeked, there was a tap. So I don't think we're watching the same game. This guy in the chat said, why are they peeking with no tap? He tapped it both times.
So this is one of the few scenarios where G2 actually get the plant, get a lot of kills, and decide not to opt in. And I think this is actually the right idea, because if they force and lose, Gen.G are starting to build up some momentum. If you ignore them, you're doing all right.
Don't let Texture heat up.
Played along with the money, and okay, pistols in hand, actually still getting some value from it. Even
he's low.
Ash,
wait, it's 3v3 on Nico.
They haven't even forced and they're in a 3v3.
What's happening? How's it 3v3 on Nico? Wait, Leaf is walking into C with a Marshall. What a Chad! He just jumped in there. I don't know how he's got the info, but he's got to read. This guy's in back call.
Potentially.
And he dodged the flash, you're right. But they're going to figure out that he's there.
For his team, but the rotations are coming late now from Gen.G, so I think he might have just missed it.
Is this winnable for G2?
A plant,
always
but
is.
Not a great one. Having said that, you're not going
Jump
to be
spot flank?
long-range off-site post plants anyway.
Yep, we saw him.
Jog takes a full flash to the face.
I think Jog might have just missed that timing.
He has one flash. How do they use this?
Munchkin on the flank. Munchkin's still working with the Judge. Not the best weapon, but...
A terrible weapon.
Wait, Leaf is flanking them. Wait.
He's hoping the rest of his team, I think, can try and push him into him potentially.
Leaf is flanking.
Up here in his time.
They heard me.
And a watchful eye onto that one there. Good connection with the flash. A bit of
1v3.
Trent. Got to try and do it now.
Nice
The classic. The weaponry finally. It's the advantage that Gen.G were looking for.
Since when did Lotus become a defense-sided map? That's what I'm saying.
Actually. Munchkin and Foxy can still keep their full armor. And so, while it looked like a very dangerous situation in the 3v3, Gen.G have managed to come through relatively unscathed. Now, they didn't go for anybody.
We have a Pi Watch in the server?
Here.
We do have a Pi Watch. Pi 9. Pi 9, potentially.
Possible, so that
Hold.
means nobody's gone for a pistol round in round 14.
Wait, Pi 9. Cloud9 mentions?
Like
Where's Cloud9?
So they're still working with mediocre weaponry coming into this bonus. But if they can convert here, maybe there's a chance to apply the pressure back to G2. And they're putting a lot of their eggs
It's always where's Cloud9, not ever how's Cloud9.
There's not much pushback, it's only Leaf. He's not going to be opted into all that.
A control for Gen.G. C control for G2.
It's going to set Karen up nice and pretty.
Bonus round for Gen.G. It would be a big one.
Now. It's going to make the guessing
game. Wait, where'd that orb land? Oh my god!
Not much easier here for Gen.G.
Oh my god, there's an orb on in the fucking skies.
We're paying attention as well while we're on this attack after how Trent's going to be using his salvos. Is he going to be looking to use them for Site map control, post plant?
New orb just dropped?
Landed on the tusk of something. Caron feeling the pressure now with that util coming forward. Snakebite.
Whose orb was that?
Sends out that paranoia. Just a clone and Texture's watching.
That leaves?
You need this guy to
activate. Shit.
I think they may have seen a lot of players' presence though, so now they're going to be making a move
Those
over towards C.
Munchkins.
Foxy9 gets info. Thorn's going to be deaded.
He missed the
Slow
lineup.
This one down, buy some time for the rest of his team.
No wall though.
Thorn's in through.
They have sight. 4v5 though. Any ults?
Playing
No.
this one for the full retake.
Raise ult. Texture.
Watch Texture's ult here. They're going to try to push into him. A lot of pressure.
Salvos. This is actually disconnected.
Wait, they isolated him, but he got two.
It's wonderful.
If they can win this without...
He was pushed into a really difficult spot, yet still Trent is getting that value. Round towards the
Wow.
Texture has to be the difference maker and is.
1v3.
Gain some side control, leaves it into just
Nice try, bro. Nice try.
And he's not much for them.
Oh, shit.
Gen.G walk all over the site.
That was
at the beginning of this second half,
2v5 into a 1v3.
He's been getting multi-kills. He's been really impactful.
Okay, they're heating up. That was bonus. We could have a game. Early days, though.
Impact kills as well. He's rocketed back up towards the top of the scoreboard for his squad.
G2
Are they pausing? No.
forced into a
I don't think they
stinger
need to. I think they're
Not that
fine.
they're bad with these at all, but they're starting to get ults online too.
Wait, Foxy's approaching.
You're feeling it now. I think a bit of confidence back for Gen G. You can
Territory.
build a bonus like that. Spirits are going to be high. You know at this point, it's more than winnable.
You think
Just
Lysor
have
is
to
cheering
drag
for
it
a pie?
over the line, one round at a time.
The ult rounds are going to be the trickiest, and it actually could be right here. Nightfall gained. Jorg, if he gets a kill, has the Euro.
Straight up C hit. Foxy does not pie. Pie denied.
Being challenged, that's the util. The TP forwards, the wall's going to be deaded on top of it. There's two players all the way here, but they're looking left, right, all over the place still. Up and over towards the wall.
3v4.
Foxy 9 out. Ash is in. Trying to flood defend this one side by side with him and Texture. There's a disconnect here. G2 have called for a bit of a pause.
It's raining util. It's raining util. Oh my god.
Cut them up now with the smoke.
Leaf is low.
The site. It's divided.
Wait, this is a nice angle from Ash.
Teams looking for a pick.
Off the
Doesn't
smoke.
really look
Very
like
nice
it's a safe
angle.
opportunity to plant here.
Drone.
You will not be planting that spike. You better get these kills, buddy.
G2 with their backs against the wall. Gen G have got them cornered.
Ooh, a Phantom. Thank
Parents
you.
actually staying all the way over towards Rubble in case
You
G2
shouldn't have.
extract themselves, but Valen and Trent are really
No
committed.
util.
Hard stuck. Gen G
How do they break this?
cemented themselves.
They have a smoke.
High-low setup.
How do you work a play here?
I don't even
if
know.
you're G2.
They're waiting for the smoke time is for one. Dropped up, now trying to take the fight. Ash!
Wait.
It's monstrous. Huge performance, timing taken, and the Prowler just misses it. But
Nice try,
Texture
bro. You know what would have been
on the high
sick?
ground.
If they
Watches
smoked,
for it.
if
Gen
Valen
G.
just smoked out this like
This is what we were
spot
expecting
that
from
he
them. A bit
knows
of a
they're
bounce
playing
back.
in, just to make them uncomfortable.
G2 though chose not to invest any
I don't
of their
even know what is
ultimates.
this
They
corner
did have a
called.
couple
What is
that
this
they-
corner
well,
called?
They had one, the Nightfall, that they could have gone for in that round. But this is what they're saving. This is why they didn't force in round
Box,
14.
corner,
This is why
right
they
corner,
haven't invested any ultimates
right
yet.
there,
It's because when
cubby,
you have such a big lead, when
cuck
it's a
box.
10-2 half,
All right.
you know that you should be able to close out with
But that
multi
corner
rounds. And this
could have been
is
a good
one
smoke,
that
maybe.
we're about to watch here. Jorg with the dimensional drift. Jonah P can turn off everybody's audio, allow Jorg to make a play. How are they comboing these, if indeed they are?
We need a pro player to
Sending
get
it
a
now,
sick
though.
clip there, so we just name it after him.
Salvo's in, breaking blue.
Full buy
Gives
for
him
G2
access
now.
towards it. It's going to go for the B split. Cheeky idea, Nightfall now, cutting away to sound juicy.
Oh, the fatals and Yoru ults. It's perfect. No sound for Ash.
Getting tremendous value.
And the Tejo getting tremendous
Wait, the
value
bomb is
to-
walled
to
off.
knock through
Small
that
delay.
door and allow a safe path for Jorg.
Very cool opening idea by G2.
Trent's gonna get his ult
They
off
need
his
another
plan.
layer to this one. Gotta watch for it. On top of the
They won't
box,
need to
that's
use
an
it,
angle
though.
that
It's
is
actually
hard to
big.
get onto. Texture is punished for it. Trying to peek past it. Two plays up towards heaven. Gen G to make it go for
The
it.
retake looks very hard.
Swing, but right through the smokes.
It's gonna be
It's a hard
tough.
fight to win.
G2 are
11
building their
rounds
ults
now.
back.
Finally, G2 get around on the board on this half.
It's a tough one for Gen G to deal with. It's just straight out of the strat.
How do you stop
Beautiful
that?
idea from
How do you
G2.
stop that
Gets
hit?
them
You
one
can't.
step closer to the finish line.
The Yoru ult with
As
the
long as you
fatal,
can
just like
convert
side
those kind
strat,
of
it seems like
rounds,
it's
you're not too worried about Gen G winning the
tough.
more neutral ones. It's a beautiful idea. And it also got Trent's ult online if they needed it. Didn't have to use it though, so maybe there's another idea here that Josh RT can cook up for them.
check the pad, check the pad.
The round's already begun. Seeing emphasis placed over towards C.
Ooh,
Texture.
dodge the flash.
Business booming operator in his hands, and now he can't really let loose.
Was it a Yoru flash?
And this is where the danger might start to mount for G2, because when Texture has an op, he can be a nightmare to deal with. If they were thinking about setting up some kind of play with the Tejo ult as well, that's no longer available.
4v5 for
Entire game
G2.
plan might have to shift here for Valen.
Munchkin
Creeping
in the corner. Does he get cleared? Vice wall.
This is a spot that Leaf himself loves to play in.
Yeah, with the wall. Munchkin getting good punish off. They try and jump spot this one. They're going to hear it walking, and Munchkin.
Wow, beautiful transfer.
Beautiful work. Astounding.
Mouse
stuff
jump
from the
again.
IGL.
Munchkin, fix your fucking
G2
settings, dog.
just dropping
Why do you
like
keep jumping?
flies.
He keeps jumping.
Fantastically
For what?
clean round
Why
there
are you
from Gen G.
jumping?
Once the economy started booming, as you said,
He has hair in the sensor?
they got the op, they got the Odin. Players into standard defensive positions. And Texture and Munchkin looking lights out. G2 forced onto another eco round.
11-7.
It's difficult to
G2
get to
on
that
another
spot.
half buy.
You know, Trent usually is not going to be able to save his salvos to just play some kind of cringe post-plant setup.
Cringe? It's not cringe. It's
They
skill.
like to play for retake
How dare
a lot,
he?
but Gen G are only playing about half the time
You called it cringe.
to let their opponents plant.
Can he say
Most
that?
of the time they're playing up front, denying you at the choke points, and Trent's going to get...
Rumi
his
Rumble is
usual
later
forced
today
out early.
after VCT.
Rounds up and over.
All right.
Flash into his face, still pre-aims out.
Ah, my foot fell asleep. Ah.
It's a good play by Kara.
Okay, they hold C mount.
Leaning out a
We take
ton
it back.
of tilt from these G2 players. Does he have a backup policy?
I mean, he could have...
Foxy 9.
That's the bloody policy.
Oh, traded. 3v3.
And this against the G2 with not too many guns. Upgrade.
Munchkin's here.
Karen didn't want to
What does
teleport away
G2
because he
do?
would
Mid
have
rounds.
abandoned
110 on the
Foxy 9,
clock.
and in the end, they go 2 for 2.
Munchkin's peeking.
Gets into reinforce,
Munchkin's
he takes
dead.
a fight.
He's gone.
And this is the
3v2.
opening. This is the window.
Oh, God.
This is the kind of mistake you cannot
Oh,
make.
God. Fade's going to walk in or no?
Here for Gen G.
Oh, he's walking in. He's walking in.
Out wide.
They have to plant the bomb, though. Somehow they have to plant the bomb.
Ash trying to go for a bit of random spam.
Seize nade, seize nade. Beautiful. He got spike planted, though. They know they're both there as well. Oh, my God. Timing. Oh, my God. He had a timing. He didn't know.
Top of it. And Ash left reeling, left
Wait,
wondering. He's
1v1 Leaf.
well, trying to pick up some sort of rifle Leaf.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Nice flick. Holy fuck. He one-tapped him. Wow, what a flick. Replay. What a flick.
Precision there from Leaf at the end.
Holy shit. That was a half buy. Like,
Needed
thirsty.
to hit that one.
Damn.
Because Ash had the read exactly.
Why would you
where
have
he
your
was.
op out? Because they probably have high HP, so it'll be hard to shorty them if they're not directly in front of him.
But overall,
It's just hard because we see it all.
coming out of the tack time.
But yeah, if he kept this...
Gets
Ooh!
gets G2 up to map point.
Let's go, Damien.
Nice, Nate.
That's it. One more round is all it takes.
Nice round,
and
Nate.
this is it.
12-7, match point.
Sees connects though, Jorgen. Oh, attack side.
Damn, attack side op comes to play. I've been saying attack side op is good, but hey,
That's
fuck
an
me.
ult gone now. Texture no longer to be the playmaker in this.
Wait, we saw a 12-7 comeback, didn't we?
for Gen
Or am I
G.
tripping?
Map point for
Was it
G2.
Fnatic? Yeah, Fnatic 12-7, right?
The tension in the air. Foxy 9 and Munchkin both holding aggressive angles, looking to maybe be the
Wait,
playmaker.
Fnatic came back
Wanna make something happen for the
on
rest of
Gen
the
G
team.
12-7. This is
Over the
Gen
exit,
G's
Salvo
chance to
towards
get
the back.
revenge on another
Foxy
team. And
9.
never mind.
Just trying
That's
to
fine.
play and
Let's go next.
overstay.
Completely flushed out by one salvo there.
This is methodical. It's G2 dissecting the map up now. Armageddon rolls it out. TP into the back from Valen as well. Full access. Munchkin, he's already rolled away forward, trying to take that timing. Trying to take it well. Got
Wait,
that
whoa.
man. If they needed him, he showed up and put up here, and it's a pivot for B. G2 call for the pause, but 30 seconds remaining, and heads are being popped straight through the wall. Damage being done. It's G2
Oh.
tepid, trying to bait his fight
He
down.
whiffs.
Triple
Got
fight to
one.
the end.
1v2, Karen. They know he's... Wait, TPTA.
Throw a mind game
Now
into
they're
the
just
mix,
planting.
expecting
Wait, they
potentially the pivot over towards
heard the
A.
omen ult, so they
The
just
plan is
fucking
stuck now.
stayed.
G2
That's
get
actually
into
nice.
this
I
with
like
Jonah
that.
P and Leaf to lock up this map. And
Wow,
one kill is all
GG.
it takes.
They had the read too. Damn. Damn, they had the read on that shit too. GG 13-7.
Seemed like an inevitability after a 10-2
Oh my god. They looked fucking really good, I'm not gonna lie. The thrifty fucked them. Easy clap, easy dubs. The thrifty fucked them on the comeback. But I feel like it was inevitable, right? That seemed like a G2 map. I mean, but you never know. They could have brought it back.
Where hopefully the team looks a little bit more in it.
Yeah, some territory
They could have brought it
where
back.
They can get their heads back into the game and potentially hold a candle
But
against this G2 squad.
yeah, I
But at
think
the
teams
tournament,
should probably ban Lotus versus G2 after what I just saw. They look too comfortable.
Today's game, I want us to just be high energy, okay, and always optimistic and focus forward, right? And once we win today, the whole tournament is gonna look at us and say, "Oh shit, it's G2 now."
That's how I felt.
Make this a proving point for yourself,
That's how I
for the
felt.
team, and for everyone around you. Okay, we're gonna change the narrative of the tournament today. All right, I want energy today, guys. If you guys wanna
WIGL.
get hyped, if you guys want to yell at them, whatever you want, do it. Play like underdogs. They're the ones who said we're gonna take us out easy. They said that. They said that it's gonna be like just like last time at Shanghai, 2-0, quick victory.
If you guys want to shit talk them back, go ahead and do it. This is your playground today. There's no pressure on us, okay? All the pressure's on them.
Also, what's sick is that after he gave that speech, he went like fucking 17-3 first half. That's fucking sick, dog. WIGL for real. WIGL for real. Okay, I'm gonna pee super fast, and then we'll play something. All right. Chat. Stop this muted shit. Okay. Stop this muted shit. Okay, I just got word. Am I muted? Tech W if you can hear me. Tech W if you can hear me. Do I have to do this every time I step away? What is this music? I'm casting spells on you, dude. I'm casting spells on you, man. Okay. To the people that are coming to the Toronto watch party, honestly, I should probably just type this out. Did I tweet it already? Let me see. For your guys' tickets for the seating, I might just type this out. Hold on. This text. Okay. Anyone who got premium watch party tickets should have received an email for seating already. Anyone who purchased a ticket will receive it later today. Email is coming from reservations@mlsc.com. Everyone should check their spam to make sure. And that's it. So for the tickets in Toronto, people were asking about it. If you didn't, I guess basically TLDR is that if you got a premium ticket, you should have got it. And if you got a regular ticket, it should come later today. This is where the email's coming from. Make sure you check your spam. So if it's not there by end of day, then that's when you should probably try to figure it out. All right. Alrighty. And I think Rob City's going to come in the chat later, so you guys can also just add him in chat too and ask him too. All right, I thought about it as I was peeing. I'm using the fucking word with all the vowels because the Wordle's been cooking me lately. Like sick. I got one. But already it feels better though. Double L's? Wait, what am I doing? The first letter is a P, you dickhead. Fuck. Shit. Okay, so it already worked out better. Honestly, it's way fucking easier if I get the vowels out. I just need to do that. Fuck it.
Now, against Paper Rex, you moved away from the Tejo. So what made the Tejo fade as well more viable in today's scenario?
I think mainly I was looking at
Rumi Rumble after this?
control.
Yes.
I noticed that Genji has a certain style that I feel like we can read ahead and get ahead of the play. So why not just use two info agents in a sense? Not to mention like the util combos that we had. We can just carry that over from our previous meta. But we mainly just took this risk because we felt like we had to. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. That was a masterclass. Good luck on map 2.
Hey, and that is exactly what we were saying up here on the desk as well. They needed to throw something at the wall, and well, they ended up throwing the thing that they've always thrown at the wall throughout the course of stage one, which was Tejo, and that, as well as the sum of all of its parts, worked together to get G2 that victory. Let's take a look at our Verizon high-speed moment of
Honestly,
the match.
if I ever want to summon a Tarek sign, I just need to look away from the fucking stream and it'll pop up.
Genji and Jen to do some translations ahead of map 2. Now, Haven is going to be very important for you, especially having a nice start. So what is the most
Stock
important
market
thing
bounce
on the
back.
attack side?
감독님 아무래도 헤이븐 시작부터 좋은 흐름을 만들어가는 게 중요할 것 같은데 공격 때 어떤 점이 가장 중요할까요?
일단 G2 선수들이 팀워크 부분이 뭐 전략 부분이 이런 거에 좋다 보니까 그 부분을 이길 수 있도록 공격적으로 저희가 맞받아치겠습니다.
I think we have to bring a lot of aggression into our first half since G2 they have great teamwork and great strats.
Thank you very much, Jen, and thank you, Coach Solo. Good luck.
I don't know these. We need better games for these breaks to make it fun. I guess I could just do guess the rank, which is probably the most like. How about Rosen's hot dog bun 16 count from Costco? How much does that cost? I'm gonna go ahead and say a smooth. Damn, 16 hot dog buns? That's a lot though, but it's Costco. I'm gonna hit it with the shit. $6.99. Damn. $3.99. What? I mean, it's got to be $1.99. It's $2.99. I mean,
Some of that confidence seems to have
the match is
dissipated.
gonna end before we fucking open it.
Going
Oh
for
my
a
god.
fast play.
We're live. Everyone ooh, everyone ooh.
Just nearsighted for a little bit.
Oh my god, they already have A control.
Front A control.
Now turn it up just a smidge. Just a smidge, really.
Long Gen G have it. Waiting for their time to strike.
Okay, we're good now.
Munchkin walking up, clearing defense position.
Oh my goodness.
Right click right there is a kill from that distance. Sick.
Devious.
Please, what happened?
Be diligent clearing that angle.
That looks like
I thought you said boob guesser. Boob guesser. What? What would that game like be like?
Is containing them in spawn. So G2 can still keep 3 players on A and be very confident about this.
Never mind. What do you mean never mind? Explain yourself, Lady Rain.
Gen G to get put into the blender.
The masses want to know.
In through short, double up with a crossfire. There's a lot that needs to be dealt with. Util flying forwards, and so are the bullets.